Hello, Sam here. In this video, you'll learn everything you need to know about TVBoss Fire Ignite, the best-selling app for creating and managing your own TV channels on platforms like Amazon Fire TV and Roku.
TVBoss Fire is the easiest to use platform that allows you to build TV channels and submit them for publishing to Roku and Amazon Fire in an effortless fill-in-the-blank copy-paste style. To understand better why TVBoss Fire is the easiest option, let me jump over to the Roku developer portal to show you what you need to learn to be able to create and publish a Roku TV channel. First, you need to build a content delivery method, a JSON feed, manual coding and shortcodes, and pages upon pages of code writing. When your content feed is ready, you need to build your Roku app. Roku uses its own proprietary coding language, BrightScript, to build its apps. This is what it looks like. Using templates or directly coding a lot of mambo jumbo to learn as well. But luckily you don't have to. So let's log into TVBoss Fire and let me show you the easy way. This is an overview video, so I will not go too deep into details. We have a step-by-step tutorial video guide to help you. Depending on your access level, you'll see the same things I now see on my screen. I'm logged in as an agency user, so I have more menu items and options than a personal license holder will. On the main dashboard, you can see how many channels are created in your account and how many channels you can create. As an agency user, I can see how many sub-users I have created and how many sub-users I can still create. In the first menu tab is the My Channels tab, where you can see all the channels that you've created and modify them or create new channels. As a new user, the tutorial section is the most important menu tab and the most important part of TVBoss Fire. Now, Essentials, the section housing the main tutorial videos. Because learning something new can be overwhelming, we split the tutorial videos into 2 to 3 minute videos focusing on and showcasing one task at a time. Below some of the videos, you will see links or information where we refer to in the tutorial. Now, I cannot stress enough how important this part is. Without learning how the platform works and how it all fits together, building your first channel will be difficult. On the other hand, if you follow our suggestions and guidance, you can learn to build a channel in no time, as we showcase in our time challenge video, where you can see how we created and submitted for publishing a channel with 10 videos in under 14 minutes. Of course, it also takes some practice, but it can give you an idea of how easy and fast the process is. As an agency user, you have the access to the Users menu tab. From here, you can add users, and then later on you can assign a channel to those users. Now, the bonus section will give you access to all of our available bonuses here. And the next menu tab is the Download section, where you can download our Mac, Linux or Windows apps. These apps allow you to access TVBoss Fire without a browser. From the same page, you can download our WordPress plugin, which allows you to embed your TV channels into any WordPress-based website. Now, the Done For You service is a page with services that we created for those who don't have time to create channels for themselves. From here, you can order channel setups, and our team will ensure your channels are set up according to the latest requirements. In the upper right corner, we have the Users menu. Now, if you want to click on your name, the first option you'll see there is My Profile. From here, you can change your personal and access information. Please don't change your email. If it's only necessary, you can. Even then, ask the support desk to change your email, because your email is connected to your payment email. So if you change the account email in the platform, you may not be able to get identified as a legitimate user of TVBoss Fire, and you may not be able to log in. Next is the Settings tab, which is only available if you're a white label agency user. Now, this is where you can white label our platform to fit your brand and have your branded access links, so the sub-users that you've created, your clients can access and manage the channels that you've created for them without ever knowing that you are using TVBoss Fire. And finally, the logout option. And this covers the main options in our platform. We've made it really easy to access everything and easy to use too. Because time is something we could all use more of and you need to get to the tutorial videos to start assimilating, let me go back to my channels tab and show you 2 fast and easy ways to start, build and manage your channels. To start a new channel, you need to click the plus button. You have 2 options. The first option is to import an existing channel. This will come in handy for those who already have a feed-based channel but want an easier way to manage their channel, or have a manually coded channel and want a simple and easy way to maintain their channels. To import a channel, you need the JSON file of the channel. Copy and paste your feed URL into a browser window, then click Ctrl+S, saving the JSON feed file on your computer. After saving the feed, click JSON Import, choose the file and import the channel. Review the imported data. Make sure all the required information is filled in, hit save, and your channel is ready to be converted into a Roku app. As you can see, the channel I've just imported has 30 videos and a clean working JSON feed. And as an extra option now, you also have the feed to create the Amazon Fire channel. So moving my channel into TVBoss Fire already has an extra benefit. Now I can work on one channel setup and publish the channel on 2 of the biggest connected television networks, Roku and Amazon Fire. The second option is to start the TV channel from scratch. Click the plus button and you'll start filling in the information. I did say at the beginning that our platform is an easy copy-paste solution, didn't I? To help guide you in some cases, we pre-filled some dummy data so you know what to fill in or what to copy and paste. If you hover over any field, you'll see a tooltip message with the details about that field. Also, you can see this type of question mark, which are all over the setup process. If you need more details about a specific field or option, click the question mark and a new page will open with more detailed information. Just fill in all the information that you want to provide, a channel name and a description, upload a channel logo and some basic developer information. In the Videos tab, you can add your content. Click the plus button to start filling in the required information. Add at least one video, and when you're finished, hit save. We recommend starting a video with at least 10 videos, but it's up to you. The minimum requirement for a channel to get approval is 1 video. Please pay attention to the copyright field. If you use any copyrighted content, or if your content is copyrighted, publish the documents that you have attesting that you can use the video and paste the link in this field. One of the most requested features that we actually have, but somehow it slipped through the cracks, and we actually have requests daily, is to showcase a channel on a web page. Now, I've already showed you where you can find a WordPress plugin for those with a WordPress-based website. But for those who don't use WordPress, you can enable the listings on the settings page or your channel. Now, this option will generate an about channel and a watch page. You can use these pages to showcase your channels and use the links that you find on the main channel page, or generate an embed code to showcase your channel on any HTML-based page or website. After your content is added to your feed, it's ready. Download the channel template zip and start customizing your Roku app, and then follow the detailed tutorials of how to do so. In conclusion, I'd like to review all of your options for getting help. Inside the TVBoss Fire platform, you have the tutorials section, tooltips and detailed information pages by clicking the question marks. Below the first tutorial video, you have 2 links. The first is for our Facebook group, where you can network with others like yourself, ask for help, and so on. The second link is to our knowledge base, where you can find tutorial transcripts, webinar recordings, and an FAQ section. In the lower right corner, you can find our 24/7 live chat support, where our team is ready to help whenever needed. Now get making those channels, because everything waits for you on the other side. This is where it all begins. Enjoy!
You can find the full list of bonuses in my review. The link is below the video. You will receive numerous cloud-based video creation apps, AI-powered content and video creation platforms, viral video creation and traffic apps, a faceless video creator, visual content creation apps, voiceover apps, video translation apps, traffic apps, white label and reseller apps, and much more. Get your bonuses by buying the app, logging into JVZoo, and clicking the bonus pack button. Any questions? Comment under this video, shoot me an email, or use the chat on my website.
Hey, thanks so much for your patience. It's Todd Gross here, and I'm here with Craig Crawford, who is standing by. Please put a 1 in the question answer box if you are currently a TVBoss Fire customer or just plain TVBoss, and a 2 if you want to learn how easy it is to own your own TV channel, but you're not already a current TVBoss Fire customer. This will help us guide how we should run the webinar. That's interesting. It's about half and half. About 40% of you already are members, and about 60% are not. So we're going to run this webinar for both of you equally, okay? If you said 1, you'll want to stick around and hear all about Ignite. That's our latest version of TVBoss Fire and its new features and the important changes that Roku specifically is making. If you said 2, then you'll definitely want to stick around and learn about TVBoss Fire Ignite, because we'll be able to get you on TV. You'll own your own TV channel, and it's not expensive. It's not hard. It's all really easy. Now, this webinar contains an important announcement, by the way, for all TVBoss Fire users, as I've alluded to, and that is that Roku will be removing channels very, very soon. But luckily, we have a way to save your channels if you're on there already, and for everybody a way to capitalize off this huge change, because there's going to be a big hole in the market that you can fill that makes it easier than ever to succeed. Now, some of this presentation may be familiar to those of you who answered 1 earlier. However, you'll want to stick around to see what's new about Ignite. We will tell you, and how to access our new and improved training for making your channels a big, big success. All right, now I'm going to turn this over to my buddy, my partner for 10 years. It's Craig Crawford, the person that thought up TVBoss originally, and what a genius. I can't say enough about him. He's a great guy, and here he is. Craig Crawford's going to tell you much more about what to expect during this webinar and more. Craig, take it away.
Hey, thank you very much, Todd. And I am smiling from ear to ear because 2 very special reasons. First of all, that chat box is alive. So that shows that people are here, people are willing, people are happy, people are wanting to move forwards with the business. And second of all, I see some familiar faces of the TVBoss Fire family. So it's nice to see the family in here as well as making some new friends along the way as well. Can everyone hear me loud and clear, please? Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. That is awesome. Yep, it is lighting up. Okay, so I'm mindful of your time, and I know that many of you have seen exactly what's coming up, obviously, from the emails that you've received. So it's time to get into the juiciness. I'm going to get right into it. So first, let's go over what TVBoss Fire is for all of you who don't know, okay? Now, the TVBoss Fire family members who are here right now, it shows just how great television is to begin with, because they wouldn't be here otherwise, right? Now, this business is in a totally accessible niche that has little competition still. It's called connected television, or CTV for short. So what's online connected TV, you may be asking? Or connected television, also known as online TV or CTV, like we just said, it is basically any kind of entertainment device that's connected to the internet and capable of streaming video, essentially merging computer technology and television. Now, this includes popular devices like Roku, Google Chromecast, Amazon Fire Sticks, Apple TV, and even gaming consoles. There are many, many places that people can consume streaming nowadays all around the world, okay? And this is how it works when it comes down to a device. It plugs into the USB port into the back of a television. Many of you will be familiar with this. Here's the Roku TV device, and then it plugs into the back of the television in the HDMI port. Now, this is brilliant because there's no drilling holes in your walls. There's no digging up your garden or your driveway to get a cable into the house. It's as simple as ABC, just like you see on here. It's a phenomenal way, and I have every single device that you can think of nowadays because it's just so easy and accessible. Now, this presentation is focused on connected television channels and its massive benefits. So you need to listen up or you will miss out, okay? And when I say miss out, you may not have been here in the past, but as I say, and as Todd says, there's a surprising amount of people from TVBoss Fire, our family, who've showed up. So it just goes to show just how impressive and important this niche is. So well done to everyone for turning up. So who am I and why should you listen to me? Well, I'm Craig Crawford, age 39. Todd thought I was 40, by the way. I'm mildly insulted. I began my online business 10 years ago, and I launched my first product with Todd Gross 10 years to this month, which is incredible. So here we are from the start right up until 10 years later. And speaking of tens, I've generated over $10 million in online sales for myself and helping other people. My main focus is my online television software, which, as you're all aware now, it's TVBoss Fire. It's my flagship product. I've trained thousands of people worldwide over the years. Many are already on this call right now. And I've launched over 70 software solutions and courses. I've also helped my students hit success with connected TV, which you're going to find out about. And there's also some people on the call right now, obviously, who've already been helped. Now, it may sound complicated or scary, but it's not. It's really easy when you know how. It's the know-how bit, right? It's the education, learning. Now, I'm here to help because we went through this first. Years ago, we began making TV channels and used other people's content. That's right, other people's content. And I want to drill this into everyone's brains right from the get-go that you don't need to be on camera. You don't need all these flashing lights. You don't need green screens. You don't need professional cameras, microphones. You don't need actors and actresses. You don't need like drone footage, etc., etc. You can use other people's content to actually fire up your own TV channels. Now, does that sound appealing to you folks? Is it a cool thing for you to be able to create TV channels using other people's content rather than having to get on TV? I just want to know how many people want to be on TV and how many people don't. Okay, so it is flying in. Everyone's saying that it's cool to be able to make TV channels. And that's what I thought it would be, because I've trained many people in this realm. Now, in our first 3 channels, we've got an abundance of benefits, starting with 228,000 subscribers. That is a whopping amount when we was just going through testing, right? The first channel we created was Dog Kingdom, and that got 54,838 cumulative installs. Now, cumulative installs, imagine your TV device to be a mobile phone, and imagine a channel to be an app. People download them onto their devices. They download the channels onto their streaming devices, okay? Which means that people can come back time and time again. We also created a chess school TV channel, which accumulated 36,921 installs. Again, those are people installing the channel onto their devices, not viewing like people do on YouTube where they just breeze through. They actually download the channels because they have an interest in that and they come back time and time again. And that results in bigger wins for us. Also, guitar school. And I didn't even think that this would be such a potential big TV channel for just guitar training. But that basically got us 147,000 cumulative installs on those 3, which resulted, back in the day when we first did the testing, it led to a ton of cash in advertising revenue, which is $25,419.03. So when we did this using other people's content, it literally blew our minds. People will get various results. It depends on how big the TV channels go, of course, but that's how it works. So soon I was helping other people succeed too. And that was the biggest thing for me. It makes me so happy to know that I'm impacting other people's lives in a very positive way, such as Anthony Bogattini. His life was changed by TVBoss. And as you see in the message, taking my wife to Hawaii next week to celebrate. Have a great day, Craig. Thank you for this awesome software. And he's planning on doing even more sales. And I said, awesome, well done. Don't forget my holiday too. I never got a holiday. I'm still waiting for that invitation. We also have Deron Bernard, and he said literally a week ago, it was out of the blue. I didn't even realize that this great man was just going to reach out to me and thank me, which was really nice to see. And I do appreciate nice messages like this. But as you can see on the message on the right, it says, Craig, I owe all my success to you. I love you, ma'am. And I said, hey, buddy, I'm so happy for you. And I was smiling from ear to ear because it truly does make me happy. Really does. So helping people, like I said, is very important to me. And I love to hear of other people's successes. And that includes yours. I really do. Very soon, you'll see just how well this amazing person, Doron, that I just mentioned, has done with what you're going to learn about today. And I believe in this arena so much, I've invested over $350,000 into it, probably more. And I'll prove just how awesome this arena is, not just with our own results, but with other people's results. And we have endless proof. If I was to sit here today and go through everything, through all the testimonials, all the screenshots that people have sent us of the wins that they've had in the past and up until now, I could be here for a day. And I'm mindful of your time. And as it's a booming new market and the number of successful users is growing faster and faster and faster. And you're about to learn something very soon that is going to excite you. Channel real estate growth will be even larger. So after Roku's new channel requirements, they're basically permanent in January 2024, because you need to pay attention just quickly, because I'll explain this in more detail. So what's happened is, as you can see, they threw out an email to the Roku community, the publishers, and said in July 2023, July the 12th, publisher or direct publisher can no longer be used to create new channels. Existing direct publisher channels will continue to function until January the 12th, 2024. So January the 12th, 2024, direct publisher, which was the older way that we did it, will be sunset, meaning away they go. Now that is a very sad thing, but it's also exciting, right? Now, you could become a channel owner with what I'll show you today. In fact, some of you already have made your TV channels within minutes. Now, the good news is that I have a brand new platinum training for everyone. So if you hit number 1 and you hit number 2 when Todd asked you, we have something for everyone. But first, here's 3 facts about making TV channels. You don't need to be on camera. You don't need your own content, and you don't need to make content. There are ways to get free content with little effort. And one of the ways is Creative Commons, which legally allows us to use that content for free. Now, if you're wondering about the great Roku purge, as I told it, where all the channels get sunset, you go in January the 12th, 2024, they're sunsetting on the direct publisher channels. I will actually give you more information about that. So do not worry if there are any questions about that. And it gets really exciting, okay? Now you can get free content from many places such as YouTube, Vimeo, websites with Creative Commons. There's many more. You just need to search inside the video filters and select CC, which stands for Creative Commons, when you're inside there. It's super simple and it takes minutes to do. And because of the AI content generation boom, I'm sure you have ways to be able to generate images, spokespeople, voiceovers, and much more quickly and easily with the abundance of AI content tools taking the internet by storm. Can I just ask a question? How many of you have AI content creation tools? I do, me, 1, yes, I do, 1, I do, yes, I have a lot, yes, many, me, I do, yes. So everyone, there's not a single no. There's not a single no in the building of people not being able to actually use what they have, right? Like, would you love a reason to use this? I know that's a yes. Well, now you can start making TV channels. And just touching upon the Roku, well, the great purge of Roku, basically there's someone who's on my team, my right-hand man, Aaron, he knows very well some of the people in the Roku community, and they revealed that 45% of TV channels are going to be removed, okay? So can you imagine somewhere that is actually growing in viewership, but then half of your competition is being taken out the game for you? Does that sound exciting? Imagine being in this city where you have a storefront and there's 100 stores, for example. The people coming into the city to buy from those 100 stores are growing, they're increasing, but then the government comes along and says they're not up to standard, we're taking them away. And then half of your competition in one day vanishes. So I want you to keep that in mind when you're thinking about what you can do with your AI content generation tools, and also in mind that you can use other people's content to create TV channels. And people are saying that's amazing. Now we're able to corner the market when others do not have this ability. Great for us. Amazing. It'd be helpful to find out which channels. Oh, well, Keisha, maybe I can help you down the line. You'll learn something very shortly. So beyond that, like I was saying, you can use other people's content. I have a members area filled with resources to access of over 200 million pieces of amazing content to build TV channels, okay? And as you can see here, this is part of the membership site. And people rate them, choose which ones they like the most, and share them that way. And I am talking about high-level production media like movies, music, documentaries, podcasts, and more, okay? It's not just something that's made by people like low production. There's some high production stuff. There is amateur stuff in there. You just have to find out what you want to put in there and then go dig it out. And you're about to find out how to access this goldmine, okay? And there is a ton of content like movies, music, images, how-tos, sports, podcasts, news updates, and more, okay? There is a bunch of stuff. You can also use your own content, obviously, but the way we teach you how to get content within seconds is so simple that literally anyone who can access the internet and can download videos has a level playing field. It truly is amazing. And I can see from the chat box that everyone is exploding inside there, just like this arena is right now. So please do pay close attention. Now, you may be wondering, how hard is it to make TV channels? Well, with people of all ages and technical abilities, okay, you're never too old to build a business, as our 77-year-old member, Lynn Stone, can attest to, and you're never too newbie. Everyone who goes through our training and follows it through properly, takes their time, gets the results that they deserve. Their TV channels gets made. Now, TVBoss Fire Ignite is the #1 thing I've invested 99% of my time and effort into helping people get even more success. It's an amazing system that helps people from newbie to tech genius get great results. Now, independent businesses and people have begun making connected TV channels. And here's just some of the examples, like a cooking channel, surfing channel, hunting and fishing, travel adventures, and AIM country music. Now, the chap on the right, if I remember, you spoke to Aaron, like I say, my right-hand man who manages the live 24/7 chat support that we have for the TVBoss Fire family. I think it is the same person. He actually went on to win an award. How cool is that? So there is big moves being made by people in television, competing with the big guys with deep pockets. We have a level playing field. And people like TJ Tipton got great results. He says, I'm gonna say that I'm not very impressed with a lot of marketing tools that are out there, but this is incredible. Thank you so much, and all that have made this. You absolutely rock. And these are my stats for the last 10 days. And he got 1,099 new installs. Now that's pretty impressive, right? For your first ever TV channel in the first 10 days of creating it. And that was organic as well. And we really do have a lot of people getting great results. And listen to what Angela has to say. She says, hi, everyone. This is for those who are new and wondering about TVBoss. I have 2 successful channels, Prayer TV and Emmanuel TV USA, with Roku TVBoss with over 5,000 subscribers and around 16,000 video views monthly and growing, all without any advertising. So those last 4 words are the key words, all without any advertising. It shows that there is organic traffic. So as you're finding out very quickly, connected TV is the #1 way that people can consume content worldwide. And that's because our system, TVBoss Fire, delivers massive captive audiences, and you'll hear me call it TVBoss Fire. It's been renamed to TVBoss Fire Ignite because we are igniting people's results with the new changes that are coming into play and the new training. Okay, but I call it TVBoss. It's always been that. So did you know that Roku and Amazon hold roughly 80% of the connected TV viewership, which is an absolutely massive, massive number, right? And that is why we focus on these two, because these two powerhouses are currently in a power struggle. They want the biggest viewership, and that's why they are loving more content. The more content that they can serve, the broader the audience who are going to use their devices and stay with them and not go elsewhere. And that is a great reason. And you also don't have to pay Roku or Amazon to create profiles or upload your channels or anything like that. So it's a win-win for us. It's a massive win. These guys in their power struggle. So as you can see, you're onto a big thing. Online television works. And I want to talk about the elephant in the room that YouTube doesn't want you to talk about regarding adverts. And it's really, really insane when I found this out, because it really did shock me. So there's a punch up between YouTube and online TV. Viewers basically aren't watching the adverts on YouTube. So 65% of all users skip ads on YouTube, and 84% of mobile users skip ads. Can I get some engagement from you all? Do you all try and skip through most of the ads when you're on YouTube? Can I get a 1 in the box if you skip them, or a 2 in the box if you enjoy watching them? There we go. So far, 100% of people skip the ads. I'm not even kidding. Skip, yes. Skippy Johnson says Keisha. Yes, and online streaming too. I'm premium, so I don't get any ads. Skip, 2, but only 50% of them pay to skip. That's why I have a delete key, 50-50. So it was only the last 3 or 4 people towards the end who didn't press 1, who actually didn't skip the ads, which is kind of a massive thing, right? Whereas connected TV ads have a near perfect ad completions, viewers are watching ads with an average completion rate of 98%. Think about that. Think about how massive that actually is. And where did the 2% go? The 2% might have had to run out and go pick up granny from her knitting classes, or they might have had to go to their gym class, or they might have had to do something, right? If you don't believe me on this, you can go and Google it yourself at the end of this call, and you'll see I was telling the truth. All the stats that we found from legitimate sources. How many of you have ever skipped an advert on television, or even tried to? How many of you enjoy adverts is a good question as well. Around Christmas, I like watching the supermarkets with their battle that they have for the best Christmas advert. Super Bowl, I know advertising is huge on there, and people enjoy watching the ads there as well. Never, no, not usually. Eldon says, I might have learned about TVBoss via YouTube. That would have been an advert though. No, you can't skip ads on Roku channel, says Mark. Familiar name. My wife has control of the remote. So as you can see, Carl Story just said, I like TV ads. There you go. So everyone skips YouTube ads and everyone watches TV ads. That's a powerful place for us to be in, right? That puts us ahead of so many people out there. Now, our lightning quick system does the hard work so you can enjoy super quick channel setups in as little as 12 minutes or under 12 minutes. Now, the person who holds the record is in the chat with us. He won't come on the microphone. Aaron, and I've mentioned him a few times, he is super lightning quick. He also helped me craft the training for you to create and set up your channels in a perfect way that gets results, okay? So you have one of the top Roku gurus in your corner as well. Who also get invited to their offices in Amsterdam for Roku, which is kind of cool, right? Now, this is how it works when you've made a channel. When people log in to watch TV, your channels will show up on their screens just like this. And I know you all, if you have connected TV, this will be familiar to you. But on these screens that you're looking at, you can have your TV channels up in the prime spots because you're downloading them onto your TV, onto your TV devices. Now, if you're not familiar with this system, you may be wondering, how does TVBoss Fire work? Well, I have a demo and I'm going to hit play, but please do let me know if you can't hear it, and I'll try and figure out a way, but I'm sure you will be able to. Just put a yes in the box, someone, once I hit play. I appreciate it, and I love you guys for your engagement.
the chat box is on fire, and that really does make me happy. And it gives me even more energy, seeing as it's 19 minutes to 2 in the morning as well. Here we go.
Hello and welcome to the TVBoss Fire overview video. This is where it all begins, okay? And it's a very, very simple page. Once you log in, you will land on this. Every time you create a channel in this gray bar down here, or whitey gray bar, your channels will populate. With every time your channel pops up, you can choose anything from you viewing it, to edit it, to switch it over to another account on TVBoss, or even share on social media to get more eyeballs to it, okay? Now moving on from there, if you want to add a channel, just literally click the right icon here, create a channel, and you basically enter some simple details to begin. The name, the description, the channel icon, which you upload here, and that is the first step to creating your channel. Number 2 is the settings. Once you've saved that, the provider name, the language, your contact email, your affiliate URL, because we also have about, watch, and store pages, which means anyone who watches this from kind of coming from external traffic like Google, say they search your channel or they search for content that is on your channel and find it, if they're wondering how you've actually made this channel, you can actually get affiliates from that, or you can turn them off. You can also embed them, as it says here, but you have to save the channel first, into a website of your choice, as long as it supports HTML, and then you watch and publish. As simple as that for this step. Now, moving on, we have videos here also. So you can add 10 items per page, as it says, and it says click below to add your first video details. So basically, this is all it takes. You basically click the plus and then go from there. We prompt you with everything, like I say. If you see here, you see these tooltips. They all have little tooltips which show you everything that's needed. As you can see, it says 114 by 114 channel logo, PNG image in your Fire TV channel, not used by Roku. So there's different elements in here that tells you exactly what you need. Like it says here, maximum 200 characters. This channel name is to be displayed in your Fire TV channel, not used by Roku. So this is your channel here and not in Roku. Everything leads you through it. Very, very simple. But we have training as well. So it's not as if it's something difficult to do. Moving on, we have the tutorials, which we have the knowledge base, essentials on using your TVBoss Fire, which is the main training. And then we have some bonuses if you're eligible for it, boot camps and webinars here. If you're an agency license holder, then you can create and manage users here who will actually get access to TVBoss. But the beautiful thing of it is you can brand this with white label if you have the license as well. We also have the bonuses that you're eligible for here, and then also downloads, which is Mac, Linux, Windows, and Android and iOS are coming soon. Hope you enjoyed this video. It's a quick overview, but it's seriously, seriously easy to create and manage TV channels with all the training that you ever need.
So there we go, everyone. And Karen has a very good question, and I will actually answer this one. I usually answer them all at the end. She says, does this have to be set up before they close out DirecTV in January? Well, we actually adapted, and we will go into this more, but no way we actually have the solution for you, okay? Now, TVBoss Fire serves 2,755 TV channels created by people from around the world. Now, these people are normal people just like you and I, okay? And guess what? This doesn't even include our other versions, in which there's well over another 2,000 plus channels, giving people millions of views and millions or potential millions of subscribers, channel downloads. Now, after launching our first version of TVBoss, I began witnessing dozens and dozens of awesome people making big moves with TV channels. It was immense. I was seeing people getting traffic, leads, sales, and more, all happening with people inside the Facebook members area, and even emails and messages thanking me. It got me thinking, how can they take it to the next level? And how can I help people take their income to new heights? Well, after some time planning and speaking to customers, I knew we could make it even better, which excited me. That's how TVBoss Fire Ignite was born. Now, there's major reasons why you need TVBoss Fire Ignite. Many, many, many reasons. TVBoss Fire Ignite is the #1 solution for creating and managing TV channels on Roku and Amazon Fire. With thousands of happy users that we have, now anyone using TVBoss Fire, our SaaS platform, it's so easy to use. We will be able to basically make real TV channels in minutes. Now, TVBoss users also get top education and training that helps them basically become a great success, which is my main goal. This opens the floodgates to many things: leads, sales, brand awareness, authority, traffic, advertising revenue, discoverability, engagement, multiple income streams, and more. There are many, many more reasons. There are so many things that you can do with TV, from even building up social media profiles and all sorts. Now, our cloud-based software lets you leverage hundreds of millions of engaged viewers on both Roku and Amazon Fire with zero tech skills, hassles, or even need to outsource. You really don't need any of that, allowing you to create multiple income streams, including passive profits, recurring payments from advertisers, and increased sales of your own products and services whilst building targeted lists in any niche. Now, you can set up traffic driving channels from right inside the software and get results from other people's content, like I keep saying, for a sustainable, legitimate business that you can be proud of, like so many others are now. Now, these are some of the channels that are made by our web app. And remember, we host thousands of them now. And they are in many different arenas. Now, it is going to probably set off some light bulbs, some of these TV channels. We have Army Life on the top left, a cooking channel like AIM Country Music, Travel Adventures, Alien Encounters, Effective Cosmetics with the Cosmetic Wow Effect, Surf TV, Hunting and Fishing. You've seen a couple of these, but then we have Savvy Internet Marketing Tips. We also have the Quantum TV, Merry Christmas, the Seasonal Period, also Sleepy Baby Lullaby, Sacred Wise Women Rising, Blockchain, Book Lovers, Dog Nation, which is training, and more. As you can see, there's a variety of niches. It doesn't have to be news. It doesn't have to be documentaries. It doesn't have to be films. It can be all kinds of stuff, and people are getting great results from it. Attention current users, and this is in red. This part is important as it may affect your current channels, okay? So remember I was saying about Roku and the 45%. I'm going to tell you more. So just recently they told us, like it said above, the way that we used to make TV channels are being discontinued. And that did lead us to something that worried us, right? We were concerned. In fact, the whole Roku community were in uproar. Within days of our current way of making, being able to make TV channels is being stopped at the time when we got this message. And in January 2024, like I just told you, they're removing channels made by people around the world, not just TVBoss Fire users, but everyone. Now that's scary to get that kind of email. It was Aaron, who I mentioned about earlier, who actually sent this over to me, and we was like, whoa, like this is not good. So what did we do? We adapted, changed, and within 5 days, we evolved our system to work with their new way. Pretty incredible, right? Now, it's common that people don't like change, but change is actually a good thing, and it works out very worthwhile. In fact, we've seen tremendous results. TVBoss has consistently been improved so much over the years. It really, really has. Now, with the changes we made to this system ongoing, we've enhanced businesses' marketing in ways that no other system ever has or ever could. We're very proud of what we do and hold a high standard to ensure that people just like you can win big. Now, let me just tell you about the old and the new. So the older versions we used basically were called direct publisher channels, like I just mentioned. And then the new versions are called SDK channels, software development kit channels. Now, these channels I'm about to show you, we're only doing okay, but check them out now. And we have a before and after. And this is on the 1st of April and now the 10th of August when we took that screenshot as the after one. And as you can see, it actually shot up. We have another one for you though. And these are the same dates, by the way, just different channels. It went from 1,327 installs way up to 17,290. And as you can see, the cumulative installs, 1,327 just here, and then 29,034 cumulative installs. Big changes. And then also we have this one here as well. Big differences, right? The 52 hours streamed on the right hand side here, for example, and the 6,722 total hours streamed on that. And these were the before and after. So they were direct publisher channels on the left and SDK channels on the right. And as you can see, there's a big difference. Now, the Roku change is not the only new thing about TVBoss Fire Ignite. More will be revealed soon, my friends. I want to talk about channel growth. The question is, why did we see such growth? Now, there's some very good reasons. Now, I won't go too much into detail, but here's the gist of it. Firstly, check this post from a valued team member in our Facebook family group. SDK update, Roku forced us to convert, so we did, and we're more than happy that we did move to SDK. Since we converted our channels to SDK, we have, on average, 150% more installations a week, 50% fewer installs, and a 400 to 450% increase in time spent on the user, on the channels by the users. How about you guys? So just grabbing a glass of water there. Well, there's a lot to say about this, but the easiest and fastest way to explain it is it's much faster loading content and a better user experience overall for viewers, so channels do better with our new system, the SDK channels that can be created. Also, there's a bigger reach, so the new channels are available all over the world where there's an internet connection and a Roku device. Older direct publisher channels were limited to basically the handful of countries listed on the properties page. The tech using the new SDK offers a faster loading channel and the content. Now, Roku search indexing is also faster, listings are higher, and the new SDK channels with a submitted search feed list, not only the channel, but the content of the channel too goes higher. It's a big win for everyone. That's why you should be excited, my friends, everyone on this call. And there's also a change coming. Like I was saying, we can bank bigger with the change because 45% of the older channels on Roku TV are going to be removed in January 2024, meaning that there's 45% less competition coming. Huge, right? Now, there's various ways that we can use this to our advantage. And further in this presentation, we're going to reveal how and why people are lucky enough to use our platform are going to benefit beyond and before everyone else. Now, there's many people in the Time with TVBoss Fire family that's been with us and have benefited by TVBoss's system. Now, let's see what Mark Anthony has to say. This was his first ever proper post in the group. And he says, now after 5 days of being live on the top right here, a lot of hours viewed already. I don't know where to look for the ad revenue earnings, though. Does anyone know where to look? But 5 days, 7,719 cumulative installs in 5 days. That's over 1,000 people per day downloading his channel to be able to come back time and time again. And when you've got such a good channel on the go, it's only going to grow and grow and grow. And guess what happened? He went on to say, I've watched my channel explode over 70,000 viewers. Now, does that sound good to you guys? Can I get a 1 in the box? I know some people are saying wow already, but can I get a 1 in the box if that excites you? I'm just going to read the names. Bob, Paul, Michelle, William, Maynard, Keisha, Ron, Philip, Ken, Sharon, Chandra, Sherry, Donna, Carolyn, Willie, Nigel, Kathy. There's so many people. Everyone's saying yes. It is truly, truly phenomenal. Now, these people that I've been showing you are real people getting real results, and they're just people like you and I, okay? They are no different. Now, speaking of ads earlier, here's someone making money with their own ads. Steve began making an extra $500 per month just by grabbing leads from TV channels whilst testing. He says, loving TVBoss Fire, has been testing it to generate leads for my clients. Best of all, since I started, it's been generating around $500 per month. So a big thank you to TVBoss Fire for this product. Regards, Steve. Yep. And we also, just to throw it in there, inside the boot camps, inside the membership area, we actually interviewed Steve on a live call. I might actually bring him back. Depends what the people of the Facebook family, or the TVBoss Fire family, sorry, want to watch and explore. But I always put things out there, and I might bring him back for the new people just to excite you even more and get some great ideas of what to do with your channels. Now, to this day, Stephen still not only uses TV for his own money-making ventures, but he heavily promotes it to his clients as he knows the results people get are real. We believe education is key. And on a live webinar, Stephen came on, like I said, to share some of his ways on how he's making money, and somehow on how some of his associates are crushing it too. So like I say, I may bring him back because I do find that bringing people back who are winning with this system truly are onto a big winner. Now, these simple yet effective steps I've recently introduced to you in the demo are the reason we've got users saying this. This is Earl. My Family Circle TV subscriber stats are showing steady, wonderful growth of subscribers. I'm delighted. For the 4th month in a row now, my list has tripled. Now, can you imagine tripling your list of subscribers? Do you know what YouTube's done for me? He says nothing. There's a moral in there somewhere. Andrew and I are working on making those numbers even better. Cheers. I love to see stuff like this. It really is heartwarming. It makes me happy. Now, Deron previously had never made a channel before, but let's see an email that he sent to us. And you're going to find out more about Deron, and it'll excite you. So it says, greetings, Craig. My name's Deron, and I'm a newbie here to TVBoss Fire, and just wanted to let you know I've been amazed by this great product. Also wanted to let you know my very first TV channel is up and running on Roku TV and Amazon Fire. It took me a little under 30 minutes from start to finish for creating the channel, and then it was sent to Roku and Amazon Fire for review. I literally followed the tutorials, which were amazing, by the way, step by step, and created the channel in no time. Now I'm addicted and I want to create even more channels. Thanks again for creating TVBoss Fire. Until next time, my friend, cheers. Now, as you can see, under 13 minutes from start to finish, he created a channel on each of the networks. But when he said he got addicted and he wanted to make more, well, he's a full-time TV channel specialist now. He said, I owe all of this to you, Craig. Thank you so much for creating a great product. And now I've made a full-time career out of it. This is just the beginning. And then I said, it's all down to him. And it's the same as you guys listening in the box. Like, you have to be dedicated to building your business to be able to get the results. Just leaving your password somewhere and never using it again is never ever going to get you the results that you deserve. But when you take action, you really do reap the rewards. In fact, can I get a heck yes for anyone willing to take action right here today towards building their business in the television realm? Because I truly know, and I'm sure you guys are, wow, the heck yes is fluent. I'm talking, I can't even keep up. I'm laughing because it was a brrr, and I went to read someone's name and it had vanished off the screen. Perfect. So thank you to everyone for jumping in. Just giving me just that yes means a lot, because it means that you're willing to take that first step, and that really is cool. So thank you to everyone for that. Now, would you like to follow in his footsteps? Well, I pretty much just asked that, didn't I? A full-time career is possible for anyone, and that does include you. Now, we work hard to provide the best system, the best training, and the very best support. Success is common with TVBoss Fire, and with TVBoss Fire Ignite, it's about to get even bigger results, especially when we take advantage of what's coming in January. It's a big win. Now, in 6 days, his channels have done so well. And I took this, as soon as I seen this, I was like, I am borrowing that, my friend. I speak to Daron quite a bit and ask permission. September is off to an electrifying start. In just 6 days, our streaming TV channels created by his company have already garnered over 176,000 views. Yes, I know. There's going to be wows already written into it. William says, Ignite, let's go. Eldon, by the way, says you do provide great support. Thank you for that, my friend. So in this year so far, he's generated with TVBoss Fire an incredible amount, $230,988.50. So $230,000 Daron's made. And I'm so proud of him. He's such a great guy. And he's someone that I am going to, I haven't asked yet, but actually bring onto a call as well, dig into that big, beautiful brain of his and share the knowledge. Because the thing is TV is so vast, but it's so accessible. It's not saturated like YouTube and all the other platforms out there and all the opportunities. There's room for everyone to grow. And as the viewership's growing and the competition's actually being decreased, we are into a big situation where we can all win. So can you imagine not only being able to host third-party ads where you're paid hands-free residual income by advertising companies, whilst also being able to put TV ads on your channels, also for your own traffic pushing efforts, just like Stephen did a minute ago that I was telling you about, but use the system to generate leads for other people. It's a big, big win. Now let's cover the money-making ways for TV channels, because it will get some light bulbs going as well. I can guarantee it. So you can obviously do the hosting other people's advertising, their ads. You can do direct advertising, hosting your own. You can do affiliate marketing. You can do lead generation. You can sell your own products and services. And many people do that now. Channel sponsorship, banner and text advertising. I'll cover channel sponsorship just quickly for those who may not understand what that is. So basically, how many people nowadays produce content, but the way that they actually make money is by people sponsoring them to continue doing what they enjoy viewing, pretty much. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Donations and charity. Now this can work two ways. They can donate to you or they can donate to charity, right? It makes perfect sense. So if you're a member of a church or you want to raise money for a school in a country that's struggling, you can do all kinds of stuff as well. So it's not just all about making money for yourselves, which we want you doing, but you can also use this powerful tool to actually benefit other people as well. Also product placement, and there is a bunch of product placement, and I've gave some examples in the past, just like Superman, where he went through a billboard that said Coca-Cola on it. There's tons. There's James Bond 007. He doesn't drink martini anymore, he drinks Heineken of all beers. I don't know why they chose that drink for James Bond, but they must have got paid a heck of a lot of money. So there's no martini shaken, not stirred anymore. It's a pint of Heineken or a bottle. And you can also build your social media following easily too. You can use QR codes in adverts for traffic with ease as well, which is really, really cool. Now, I want you to take a moment with me to imagine the feeling of success and how it would feel. Imagine the proud moment telling your family and friends you're a full-time online marketer with paying customers and a very successful business in a growing niche. Just imagine that for a minute, because I know a lot of people out there aren't getting the results that they deserve and the rewards that they deserve for their hard work. It's hard out there, and I do understand that. So take a second just to imagine that, because it really is possible. You just have to apply yourself and actually take what you're given and what you're taught and take it to the next level. Imagine the opportunities that grow as your business evolves and the market keeps growing and growing and growing. And there are so many opportunities that come. And imagine the freedom to work on your own terms, not having someone looking over your shoulder whilst you make someone else rich with your hard labor. Like they say, if you're working for someone else, you're building their dream and not your own. So it's time to be your own boss, or TV boss, right? Now, there are multiple benefits and multiple wins by following TVBoss Fire Ignite's plan that we have for you. People using this system and training that I previously allowed access to for our license have achieved massive results within weeks, and they still are. There's many benefits. Yeah, sorry, I think I've duplicated a slide, but anyway. But there's many benefits to being a connected TV channel owner by using TVBoss Fire in our whole system. First of all, it's the best thing. It's a lucrative business. But you'll also benefit in these ways. You can generate high-paying customers via television, generate recurring income if you like. You're hitting a hungry market. You're ahead of the times. You can use an online platform helping you hit the ground. You're taught how to set up your TV channel business with coaching and training, ongoing development of the system. So the people who have TVBoss, yes, they had the direct publisher channels, but we evolved it to the SDK because we don't want people to lose. We want people to win, and we look after you 110%. And that's why Eldon, for example, says the support is so great from our company. And it's something we take great pride in. And when you get to meet Aaron and the team, you'll be very, very happy you took advantage of this offer. It's also fully hosted on the SaaS platform, so you get yourself in there and it's running 24/7. The old version, people had to upload onto their desktop and have servers and all the pain in the butt stuff. We've avoided all of that now. And we do the hard work to ensure that your TV channels are made as easily as possible too. Now, connected TV is big business. Virtually everyone watches TV. And in a household where there's on average 3 people watching the television at once and all watching about 3 to 5 hours per day each. Now, I didn't even know that was such a big thing. I didn't realize how many people at once watch the same television and also for how long. I was doing research and I came across this, and like I say, it's from a reputable company that actually does all this kind of statistics and stuff. Now, those smart enough to move on this ever-growing niche are really crushing it, and I hope you are one of those too. Now, here's just some of the niches that you can target to find businesses, and don't worry, we can teach you how. So there's health and beauty, fitness and weight loss, nutrition, self-improvement, wealth, business, investing, crypto, make money online, and personal finance. We have dating and relationships, hobbies, gadget and tech, but we don't just stop there. I want to tell you some more. So we have sports leagues, events and shows. So there's football, tennis, sports news, and even live events that you can do. Also businesses from product owners wanting infomercials to real estate agencies showcasing homes. Also news organizations, and news is big. And if you're not on connected TV, you really are missing out, right? There's also music, from band exposure to festival coverage and more. There's schools, universities, and educators teaching anything from science to languages and more. I was speaking to I learned Spanish. I've told a few people this before, and I was saying to my teacher, like, why don't you start up a membership of your Spanish lessons, like what you teach, do your training, but why don't you make a free TV channel where they can learn the basics and then they come to you for more? Really great idea. And there's so many languages and so many things to teach people, right? Also hobbyists, if you have a hobby that you want to monetize, why not do it? Like, why not immerse yourself into something where you can make money whilst you're doing something that you truly enjoy? And I've given some examples: fishing and shooting, cooking, painting, and others like arts and crafts. Also travel and tourism, from showcasing timeshare to holiday resorts to visit to make bookings and sales, and then entertainment, from plays, events, shows, and music events. Even online celebrities are joining the party these days. Now, Gary Vaynerchuk's been on for quite a while now, but he was super excited to be on Roku. And he says Roku has established itself as one of the key players in OTT. space, in the OTT space, sorry. And I think my content living there just makes sense. I'm super excited to be on Roku. I think they're making right moves in terms of marketing and execution. And I actually went and looked at his channel, and he has hundreds of videos on there. If it wasn't worthwhile, he wouldn't pursue it, right? Smart businessman. He definitely wouldn't put a lot of time and effort into building a TV channel if it didn't work for him. So you're probably wondering how much for the TVBoss Fire Ignite system on this special offer. And it's a great question. Usually it's $97 per month now, which is a steal. But with the release of TVBoss Fire Ignite, we wanted to kick it off with a special offer. So we're offering this, but it's time limited. And it's only for a few days, okay? This isn't something that's going to be going and going and going. As soon as the doors are closed, back up it goes. But before I tell you, I need to show you something. And I'd much rather you see the value of this powerful system along with the added services to help you. And you're about to be blown away, my friends. This is a time-limited offer that is usually a monthly recurring, like I say. I put that slide in again, well, in a different slide, because I wanted you to understand that this is not just the only time anyone ever gets the chance is once every year, once every 2 years or 3 years, where people can snap up a chance to get in on the ground floor of a new release, and then we turn it into a recurring. So you're at a very special period right now where we're doing what we do just because we're in a community right now, and we release it to give people an opportunity. Jose says opportunities come once in a lifetime. I agree, my friend. So get excited because you're getting within the system a QR code app suite included, which is Story Internet QR code creator, and it's totally free. So basically you get the suite to enhance your marketing on TV ads that you can make for yourselves or even your clients. Now you may be wondering, how do QR codes work on TV adverts? I'm sure many of you can guess. Well, QR codes on TV ads link the physical world to digital content. Viewers scan codes with smart codes accessing websites or offers instantly. I've got a question. How many of you all have your mobile phones next to you? Let's go. Yes, if you have, or no, if you haven't. Yes, 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 yes. I do one. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, 2 people says no. Yes, 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 yes. I can't read them all, but we get the gist, right? Most people have their mobile phones near to them. It's very, very smart advertising. Now, back in the day, before the QR codes, we made them accessible. We always was not struggling, but it was harder to get people to go from TV to wherever you want them to go. There's no buttons to click, etc., etc. So what we did, we evolved and we found a better way. So for example, Nike used QR codes in an ad to offer exclusive shoe previews, engaging viewers and seamlessly driving them to their online store for purchases. Many big companies are using them, and so should you. I'm talking like bunches of them now, from technology to even clothing, to even when people want to follow their favorite team, coffee beans, Pampers, diapers, or nappies, as we say in the UK. So there are many, many ways that you can obviously make money from TV, but QR codes are the golden goose of getting people from TV to your website or to your social media platform, or to go download a free ebook, or to whatever you want them to do. And we are giving you the means to do that. Can I get a yes if you guys find that cool? Because it really is. See, Michelle just said, yep, seeing more and more. Can I get a yes if you find that cool? Because it's a big thing. Nice. So the yeses are flying in. I'm getting some calls as well. Alvin says, I use the QR codes many times on my TV. Nice. Cool. I wanted to make sure we're all on the same page, because QR codes on TV are absolutely massive. And we're going to teach you how you can utilize them, okay? So you may be wondering, how do QR codes work? Well, listen to this. Coinbase's bouncing QR code Super Bowl ad was so popular, it crashed the app. It really did. So the full 60-second ad almost entirely consisted of a colorful bouncing QR code, which is reminiscent of the iconic bouncing DVD logo meme. When scanned, the code brought viewers to Coinbase's promotional website, offering a limited time promotion of $15 worth of free Bitcoin to the new signups, along with a 3 million giveaway that customers could enter. Now, the offer was a limited time one, with new customers having until February the 15th at the time to get $15 of the promotion, something that may have been an issue as Coinbase's app went down due to the massive influx of traffic from the clever ad. And I'm sure some of you would have remembered that one as well. but they actually sent their own servers down because the QR code works so well. You're also getting immense training, which you will love. There is a bunch in there, but why will you love it? Because the foundation of growing your channel successfully are helped by the best training. You can have the best stuff in the world, but if you're not taught how to use it properly and do things properly, you're never going to push as far as you can, or you'll have to do it the hard way. And we have the platinum training now, as I've just started calling it, because it truly is. So whoever put a 1 or a 2 in the box, this is exciting, because this is where we take hold of the situation for our own benefit. So brand new, we have the Traffic Academy Bootcamp live sessions, which is coming up, and people love them. Being in the connected TV realm for years now, we obviously understand what people need and want. And this bootcamp will be a thorough, in-depth set of live training sessions, which allows people to grow their channels with strategies to help their channels grow. More viewers, my friends, what does it equal? More money, of course. Now, many people just chose to roll with the organic growth, and they're happy with the results. But if you want to light the fuse on the channel and send the channel to the moon, it's even higher. You're also getting the brand new training, the brand new members area, which is the Get Me My Content. Now, we listen to our value customers, and a popular request was, how can I get content? It was a very, very popular one. Well, in this arena, we're allowing people to enter the extensive members area with all the resources that they need to use the content legally and for free, with over 200 million assets, which is an absolute whopper. And I told you about some of them. So they're from movies with the likes of Jackie Chan, also to music with even the likes of Beethoven and Mozart, films, music, podcast, news, and how-tos, and more. They're all waiting for our customers to pluck these wonderful assets and turn them into TV shows. And that excites me, because there's so much out there, and there's so many new channels being made. And there's so many people who watch them. That's the brilliant thing. But you're also getting, we haven't even just stopped there, the .com explosion training. So do you remember when domain names were first available? Well, the internet descended upon domain names, didn't they, if you can remember, buying them up and selling them for amazing prices. I even remember someone buying 21st Century Fox. Instead of 20th Century Fox, they bought 21st Century Fox, and they made an absolute killing with it. Now, in January 2024, like I said, 45% of Roku TV channels are being removed. We're going to teach people how to secure those names for big wins in the future. Can I get a heck yes in the box if that sounds cool, right? Because we're teaching you how to actually step in and just take advantage of something that's happening that other people probably haven't even thought of yet. Think about that. Think about the opportunity that lies just with this one piece of training, how you're going to get your own real estate and get the names in there. So nearly half the channels on Roku are being removed, and it's our job to ensure that our customers, and I really do look after you guys, win big by snapping up names before anyone else. We're going to help people research and get ready to dominate. That's big, says Keisha. Everyone says, yeah, heck yes, by the way. And wonderful. We've got wonderfuls, we've got awesomes, we've got all kinds of positive words. I love reading these. Anyway, you're also getting the channel sniper training. So some channels have been around for a long time, and they're well established, reaping the rewards, but will be removed in January. So sorry about that, my finger slipped. So our job on this training is to help people find the best DP channels out there that is going to be taken down, ready to replace them. So research and preparation will be key in this training. Now, if you think about it, we want to capitalize on these channels being removed. Now, I don't like the thought of other people losing out, but I also know that there's going to be people jumping into those spots. So we better be the first ones there, because otherwise we're just going to lose out, and we don't want to lose out, right? John Bolton says, how do we find channels that are going away? Well, that's what I'm going to help you train. That's in the training. You're also getting, you snooze, you lose, says Jose, the new Rate My Mate, You Scratch My Back and I Scratch Yours community. And this is for the people who buy on this very call. The people in the past will have to buy into it, because this is a very special arena, because ratings matter in TV. And within this community, people will be working together to share their channels and exchange ratings. So the higher the ratings, the higher the channels show in the search feature. Let's go. Think about that. We work together as a community to actually win bigger, get more people, go up higher up in the search engines for the rankings within the platforms, because that is how we win big together, right? You're also getting, it's the most wonderful time of the year. Live training. So seasonal channels win, and Aaron is a big fan of these. He even mentioned it in the Facebook group not too long ago. They win. And how many people sit around the television at certain times of the year And we can all agree this is something that people always do, right? On average, each household, like I mentioned, has 3 to 5 people watching television at once. How many around Christmas time? More viewers, like I said, equals more money. There's Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, and even the Super Bowl, like I mentioned. There's millions of people who switch on the TV to find something good to watch together. Now, this training will be about the best of, making the best of this opportunity to win big. Seasonal channels win. Some people are already saying, I love seasons. Christmas is so big, says Alden. Yeah, so there are some wins to be had, not just from the Great Roku Purge, but also from seasons. And we help you find the content, actual Christmas movies, all kinds of stuff. Christmas music. I was on an interview and we were speaking. Someone said that they want to make a TV channel of like a fireplace with crackling fire and have the find Christmas music, for example, stuff like that. We're also giving you a WordPress plugin included to help your channel or to help you get channel content into your WordPress blog within a few clicks. It's really easy. So it helps you spread your content further, grow your TV channels, and get more benefits. And it's all for free. It's all included in this. And you're not limited to running your channels on just TV and blogs. With the Ultimate TV Channel Creation System on your side, you can also run your TV channel content anywhere that accepts HTML code, just like the one here, which only took 20 seconds to copy and paste. And it's actually on the sales page. We actually embedded it in there to prove this because we wanted people to see that it works, and it works perfectly. But you can even run live streams on Amazon Fire and Roku as well. And it really is quite easy to do, and we train you how to do it. Now, one of the most powerful bonuses included with your TVBoss Fire Access is the About Your Channel page that we build for you on autopilot, okay? And here's why the bonus is such a big deal. We're going to take that page that highlights the features of your channel, unleash your team of SEO experts on it, and we're already an authority on Google anyway, to get you ongoing and long-term targeted traffic from Google and other top search engines. Now, this is huge as more cable cutters turn to online TV, right? It's a hungry audience out there, and it's time for us to make the most of it. Now, searches for great online channels are exploding. With the viral channel optimizer that we have, your channel will stand out in the search results for a massive boost in views, subscribers, and ongoing profits.